Here is the last part of my report, and I'm going to discuss the descriptive research. Descriptive research is a type of research that is used to describe the characteristic of a population. It collects data that are used to answer a wide range of what, when, and how questions pertaining to a particular population or group. For example, descriptive studies might be used to answer questions such as, what percentage of Head Start teachers have a bachelor's degree or higher? What is the average reading ability of 5-year-olds when they first enter kindergarten? What kinds of math activities are used in early childhood programs? Descriptive research does not answer questions about why a certain phenomenon occurs or what the causes are. Answers to such questions are best obtained from randomized and quasi-experimental studies. However, data from descriptive studies can be used to examine the relationships, or what we call correlations, among variables. While the findings from correlational analysis are not evidence of causality, they can help to distinguish variables that may be important in explaining a phenomenon from those that are not. Thus, descriptive research is often used to generate hypotheses that should be tested using more rigorous designs. A variety of data collection methods may be used alone or in combination to answer the types of questions guiding descriptive research. Some of the more common methods include surveys, interviews, observations, case studies, and portfolios. The data collected through these methods can be either quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative data are typically analyzed and presented using descriptive statistics. Using quantitative data, researchers may describe the characteristic of a sample or population in terms of percentage. Example given, the percentage of population that belong to different racial ethnic groups, or percentage of low-income families that receive different government services. Other is the averages. For the example given, under the average, we can have average household income, average scores of reading, mathematics, and language assessment. While quantitative data such as narrative data collected as part of a case study may be used to organize, classify, and used to identify patterns of behaviors, attitudes, and other characteristics of groups. Here are the strengths of the data collection for descriptive research. Number 1. Study participants are questioned or observed in a natural setting, example, inside their homes or in their childcare or educational settings. Number 2. Study data can be used to identify the prevalence of particular problems and the need for new or additional services to address these problems. Number 3. Descriptive research may identify areas in need of additional research and relationships between variables that require future study. Descriptive research is often referred to as hypothesis-generating research. Number 4. Depending on the data collection method used, descriptive studies can generate rich data sets on large and diverse samples. Well, the limitations are: Number 1. Descriptive studies cannot be used to establish cause and effect relationships. Number 2. Respondents may not be truthful when answering survey questions or may give socially desirable responses. Number 3. The choice and wording of questions on a questionnaire may influence the descriptive findings. Number 4. Depending on the type and size of sample, the findings may not be generalizable or produce an accurate description of the population of interest. Moving on, I'm going to discuss the characteristics of descriptive research. The term descriptive research then refers to research questions, design of the study, and data analysis conducted on that topic. We call it an observational research method because none of the research study variables are influenced in any capacity. Here are some distinctive characteristics of descriptive research. Number 1. Quantitative research. Descriptive research is a quantitative research method that attempts to collect quantifiable information for statistical analysis of the population sample. It is a popular market research tool that allows us to collect and describe the demographic segment's nature. Number 2. Uncontrollable variables. In descriptive research, none of the variables are influenced in any way. This uses observational methods to conduct the research. Hence, the nature of the variables or their behavior is not in the hands of the researcher. Number 3. Cross-sectional studies. Descriptive research is generally a cross-sectional study where different sections belong to the same group are studied. Number 4. The basis for further research. Researchers further research the data collected and analyzed from descriptive research using different research techniques. The data can also help point towards the types of research methods used for the subsequent research.